All right, peace, family. It's none other than your brother, Osaidan Patah, Prophessor A.C.E, AfricanCreationEnergy.com. The purpose of this video is basically just to promote scientific literacy in general, but to specifically address something that I've heard mentioned in the Black conscious community, and that thing is that we are carbonated beings. Okay, so we all know that melanin is the colloquial name given to the molecule that describes the pigment in our skin, and it also describes the black substance within our brains. And the melanin molecule is of the form C18H10N2O4. That is 18 carbon atoms, 10 hydrogen atoms, 2 nitrogen atoms, and 4 oxygen atoms. And with that knowledge and recognition, our people have done what we do. We created a word called melanated, which is very similar to the word caffeinated. Caffeine is a colloquial term to describe a molecule, and the word caffeinated means containing caffeine. So, in that same form, we've created a word melanated, meaning containing melanin. That's all well and good. But then what people have done is, with the recognition that carbon is one of the major atoms, major elements in the melanin molecule, then they've taken the word melanated and they've started saying carbonated. So instead of saying we're melanated, now they're saying, well, we're carbonated beings, and that the color in our skin is formed through the process of carbonation. And this is nonsense. So let's go back to high school chemistry and let's see how words are formed in chemistry. Now, melanin, again, is a colloquial term, so you can use the English language conventions to create a new word like melanated from melanin, right? But carbon is a word from chemistry. So you can't necessarily use the same English language conventions when moving into the realm of chemistry, because in the realm of chemistry, when you attach a suffix of A.C.E to something, it has a specific meaning, right? So in chemistry, when you add the suffix A.C.E, it denotes a polyatomic ion bonded with oxygen. And that polyatomic ion has more oxygen than another form that would be denoted with the suffix "ite." So in the case of carbonate, that would be of the form CO3 with a -2 charge, and carbonite would be of the form CO2 with a -2 charge. You see, in both polyatomic ions are bonded with carbon, but the carbonate has 3 oxygens and the carbonite has 2 oxygens, right? But that's what carbonate is. So carbonate is CO3 with a -2 charge, and melanin is C18H10N2O4. Melanin is a much more complex molecule than carbonate. We're not carbonate. Carbonate is the process of dissolving carbon dioxide in the water. Family, we're not carbonated beings. The color of our skin is not created through the process of carbonation, right? To reduce the melanin molecule down to simply carbon in general is a reduction fallacy. Now, whereas it is true that carbon is a key component of all known life on Earth, and that forms the basis of organic chemistry, in organic chemistry, we also learned that not all molecules containing carbon are necessarily good for us. Case in point, carbon monoxide is toxic to us. Another one, cyanide, carbon bonded with nitrogen, is toxic to us. So yes, every living thing on this planet, from grass to insects to animals to people, are carbon-based life forms. That doesn't mean that they were created through the process of carbonation. They weren't created by dissolving carbon dioxide in the water. All right. Black people, we have high amounts of melanin in our skin and brain. And I feel like it's okay if we created a word melanated to describe that. Melanated, adjective meaning containing melanin. But black people, we are not carbonated. All right. So when we know better, we do better. Let's promote scientific literacy. Again, Prophessor A.C.E, AfricanCreationEnergy.com.